Hello and welcome to Learn Data. It's great to have you on this channel. In this another video on real world applications in data science, what we are going to do is look at some of the exploratory results from Amazon data. So if you have been to Amazon website, this is what I'm looking at is Amazon.in. So that's for India. You'll see all these ads. So what I was interested in is looking at what the data for selling toys looks like. So here, if I search for toys, then we'll get these listings that are shown here. So what the entire data is looking at various categories within these data. So if you look at toys and games, here we have, I think there are around 20 categories, 19 to 20 categories. I've looked at 10 of these, and essentially what the data is if you look up top here, where it says sort by featured, so and down below, if you scroll all the way down, here you have these pages. So what I've looked at is first 1,000 posts. So each of these ads that we see here, each of these listings, I'm calling them as either a listing or a post. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first row and so on. So if you go down this first row, you have 4, then 4, another 8, and so on. So I think the first 30 to 40 pages of these posts for each of these categories, that's what the data consists of. And if you go in each of these posts, there are sponsored. So here you can see there is a sponsored ad, so that's advertisement. And then you have the non-sponsored products, as well as you have some that are marked as bestseller. So the data looks through uh, all the uh, proportions of what each of these are in this market, as well as uh, the data. We also look at what are the ratings, so the rate seller ratings, the number of reviews for each of these ratings, and so on. So this is a pretty interesting data set, uh, and I hope you'll get some value out of uh, these series of videos. If the video gets too long, I'll cut it into maybe 3 or 5 videos in back to back. So here are some questions listed that I've tried to answer. The first one is how many sellers per category, how many ASINs per category. So the ASIN is a code number for a particular category, a particular product, sorry. So each product can have a separate ASIN number that identifies that product in the when you search in the listing Amazon. As well as there are sponsored, non-sponsored posts. How many are there within those data set that is collected? Country of origin, price, materials, ratings, shipment methods, weights, dimensions, seller ratings, ratings for the stores as well, and the number of products that those sellers may be carrying in their store. And so, as I've said earlier, the website is amazon.in. So, uh, the results that I'm showing today may or may not extrapolate to the Amazon sites that are available across the globe, but it'll give you some intuition as to what the toy market looks like. And here I'm saying again that the data is collected for the first approximately first 1,000 or so posts for each category of toy, and the posts are collected such that the sort by is selected as featured. So whatever results I'm seeing, Those are the data points that are collected. And additionally, in each of the categories, there are 100 best seller items that are listed. So if you go back here and if you go to best sellers, and within best sellers, if you go here down here to uh, toy toys and games, and if you click on that, these are the categories again that you get. So these are the categories for the toys. So what I've done is I've gotten the data for each of the, and not all of them, but the same 10 categories that I picked earlier, and uh, have the bestseller data. So each category has 100 items listed. So these are the first 50, I think, on the first page. And then if you, so yep, so that's the first 50. And if you go down here on the second page, the list continues, and you have this starts with 51, and if you scroll all the way down, you have the 100. So this also is interesting addition. So we have 10,000 plus 1,000 posts, and these were collected in the time frame between August to September 2021. And if you look at the posts or proportion of posts or the listings in each of the categories, they may change uh, um, with time. So if you're looking at the same month next year, the picture may be completely different. So this particular results that I'm going to show is just to maybe entertain you or inform you on what I saw in the data set, which is just 10,000. And the entire data set, obviously, it's going to be millions on millions of posts. We do not have that. So this is a very small fraction of the entire data set, which may or may not be representative of the entire data set that's on Amazon for toys. But still, it gives some interesting insight into uh, what the product should be if you were trying to sell toys on Amazon, or what the sellers, um, what informations the sellers would need to maybe look at the competition that's there on the Amazon site for selling toys.